to Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. My name is Master Race 9886 here, and today we are going to be beginning a brand new series on the channel here in Car Mechanic Simulator here. Today we're going to be working on the Corvette that we found in a barn. It was something that we found that we thought would be pretty good to do, you know, nice body work here, mainly engine work it looked like it was going to be, but it's nothing too hard that we can't do. We're gonna hop inside here and we're gonna fire up the engine. We'll see if it kicks over for us. And we're not getting it to kick over, so we are gonna have to do some work for the engine. By the looks of it, it looks like it might be more of a complete engine rebuild here. Those are some stuff it looks like, you know, basically from the outside here, that looks like it's pretty much almost an entire engine rebuild. But we're gonna begin here. We're gonna actually move this over to the lift here. We'll put it on the first car lift. And just because I think we'll get it hooked up and get it starting to lift up a little bit, make it a little easier for us. Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna tear the entire engine apart here because it looks like the supercharger, everything is pretty much covered inside of some kind of rust, and it's just going to be, at the end of the day, I think it'll probably just be a lot easier just to rebuild the entire engine pretty much here. So we're gonna begin. We'll see what we can remove first here. I do want to let you know I am not probably the best at, you know, cars. I probably don't know much in the way of cars. Let's see, looks like the bell tensioner. That's about, yeah, we'll probably, based on what I'm seeing here, we'll probably have to do pretty much a brand new engine to it. So we'll begin ripping some of this off here. Some of these things I might not leave. Let's get the radiator housing fan out of there, make it a little easier for us. It'll probably actually, yeah, makes it a lot easier. I'm sure there's probably a way where you can rip the entire engine out. But as I said, I don't know anything really about cars, so I can't even tell you if you could or if that's how you do it properly. I know you can take the engine out of a car. I just don't know when or where to, or like when to take it out. So let's just start with some of these things, get the basic components removed out of here, and pop that off. And that is our crankshaft. Let's get the power steering, it looks like. And let's see, we might be able to take it off or take it out as soon as we get the entire, all this disconnected. I don't want to do the suspension or tires yet. Crankshaft maybe, or like the drive shaft. I think that's what's. Okay, those are from underneath the vehicle, so let's raise it up here. As I said, it'll probably be a complete rebuild, as you can see here. Looks like a few of these bearings are coming out. Once we get these all out, we'll end up doing again, this is just pretty much complete engine rebuild. As soon as we get this crankshaft out, I think it should come out. That's, you know, obviously the ideal, what we would like. But there are just a lot of moving parts in here. And one thing I like is this is actually pretty in-depth from what I've heard from people to an actual. Hey, we're missing something. Oh, we gotta take the pistons out first. Yep, those are from. We gotta put the lift back down again. But from what people have told me, it's actually fairly accurate to what it is. We'll remove the fuel rail. And so we're going to end up doing a complete engine rebuild. It's what I think it is. ignition coils. Get a couple of spark plugs out. We'll bring this out here, and I think it's a spark. So take the spark plugs. Spark plugs will end up just replacing completely. Cam gear, timing belt, timing cover. Okay, so we gotta do this side first. We can actually remove the supercharger, so we're gonna do that first. And that pretty much opens up the entire engine here. Now we just have the engine pretty much opened up here. As you can see, this is a this is gonna be fairly expensive of a repair job. What I think I might do is I'm going to tally how much money is up in the account right now. Like up here, I'm going to tally that up, and then I'm going to sit there and order all the parts. And we're actually going to see how much it actually costs in game to completely rebuild the entire engine here. But again, this is our own personal vehicle here that we're working on, and it looks like, okay, we got something here. There we go, the timing cover. And this is going to be, I'm going to say probably about 30 to 40 minute video, I'm going to guess. It's not going to be, I don't want to try going too long, but I want to make sure it's a fairly decent video for you guys to watch. Let me know down in the comments if there's any types of videos you do want to see. And we're on the engine cover head here. The engine block actually looks fairly decent. Those won't be able to do until we get on things. Okay, so let's hop over to this side. Get the cam gear. Some of these parts we might try to salvage. Like the cam gears, those are pretty bad. But this thing's been sitting inside of a barn for, oh, no idea how long it's probably been sitting. We said years it could have been. We'll get the engine head cover. Well, pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to rebuild this in particular spots. So, you know, this episode might be, what I think I might do is make this mainly the entire outer end of the... Alright, looks like that's it. That's hooked up underneath. We still gotta remove something from underneath there. Can we get the fuel? That's underneath. Underneath. This episode, what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna do mainly taking it apart somewhat. Probably hop out of that. Put it back up top. If you did try to catch it, I did attempt to do this as a live stream, but it wasn't working for me for some reason. But we'll get that taken care of in the, there we go, that's what we missed. I don't think this will let me remove it from, yep, no, we gotta do it from the engine bay. That's gonna be pretty fun here. That's undisconnected there. Let's remove the oil filter first. And that seems, that's last rod cover it looks like. But everything here, okay, so we gotta put it back down, and then we should be able to pop the engine block out. And what we'll probably do is once we get the engine block out, we'll take care of that. Oh, the camshaft, and we can't do the camshaft until we get this out. But that's out, and then we'll have to just remove the drive shaft, and we should be able to get this entire thing out. Let's remove this rubber bushing just in case we need it out. I try to think ahead a little bit here. I don't want to be putting too much work into this. Okay, so that seems good. Let's get it back up again. Let me know down in the comments if there's any particular types of videos you want to see done for the channel here. The camshaft, we're missing something. It usually says, like, lights up something in red what we're missing. I don't think we're missing anything from the front there. Drive shaft, maybe? Do we need to pop? Maybe the drive shaft we have to take out. Let's... Let's see, we're not... Oh, that might... Up if we selected the drive shaft, or clicked it. There we go. Looks like it's 4 screws on or 4 bolts on each side. And now we should... Yeah, we'll be able to take out the gearbox. And we'll be able to take out everything here. As I said, this is going to end up becoming a complete engine rebuild. It's just everything's destroyed. What I'll probably do is I'll probably take everything out of the engine, and then off camera I'll probably write down exactly everything that there was, and that is the entire engine. Everything's disconnected from the engine. We should be able to lift it up and out now. So let's see if we can handle that. Oh, where's my... There's the engine. Crane, we'll move it to... Can we move? 2 right, left? No, what do we... Okay, never mind. We already tore it apart, so there's no need to. Alright, so the engine is done. We're going to work our way up in the front here. Pop the battery out. What we'll do is... Let's do the... I'm thinking we'll do the tires in the front. We can start working on the suspension that needs to get popped out. So it'll probably be, from what I think, yeah, so we're pretty much done. Everything for the engine, so now we're on suspension now. So we can probably do that. We'll be able to start popping all these things off, get brand new tires, get brand new rims. And if we're lucky enough, I would love to get black rims. As you can see, these things are just all... We gotta get the wheel bearing, come on. There we are, the wheel hub bearing. And this. Pretty much call this a take apart episode. Upper and lower suspension arms we can take. And we can't do that without doing... Okay, we can do the shock absorber. And is this the sway? Yep, that's the sway bar. And the bottom suspension on here. And as I said, this is pretty much going to end up becoming a take-apart episode. Then we'll start to rebuild it. Each individual episode will be a rebuild in its own particular selection there. So we'll get this rubber bushing out. And another rubber bushing there. Those out. And I think we're going to come over to this side now. So let's hop over here. We'll get this rim out. And start taking care of this one by one with caliber. Okay, come on, where's it? Come on, I know it's in... But essentially, you know, once we get this all... I don't think I took the tie rod out on that one. Maybe I didn't. Or maybe it didn't have... I don't know. I had no idea what I'm popping off at this moment. I'm just clicking anything that needs to, everything that needs to go. But so what I'll do is I will probably order all the parts needed off camera. Just make it a little easier for you. That way it's already ordered and we're pretty much just rebuilding, and we're rebuilding each individual section here. And we'll put a brand new front suspension on there, steering drive shaft, and let's get rid of the brake thingies up in the front there. But as you can see here, we pretty much have the half the car already. APU looks like. And let's remove the APU pump. There we go. And then that's everything from the engine. Pretty much from here up is out. I don't know if we can. We're not going to worry about body work right now. So let's replay over with that. We'll put that back in there. We'll order them later on. But anything that's like looks like cosmetic stuff, we're not going to even bother touching right now. Something's not. Come on. There we go. Yeah, but anyways, we're not going to touch anything that looks cosmetic. We're not going to worry about now. We're going to worry on getting these things taken care of. Everything that we need to have out. And let's get rid of the mufflers here, and we'll do the exhaust here. And then we're just in the back suspension now. The entire exhaust is out. Just sit there. Well, looks like that's a fuel tank. We have a fuel tank. I don't think the fuel tank's available back here, but we'll figure that out. We'll get hooked up here. We'll get this back section taken care of. As I said, let me know in the comments what types of videos you want to see. If there's anything in particular you want to say. I am looking to, if you guys would have any kind of games consoles that you want to play with me, if you have GTA for like the PS4 and you'd want to join like me and Seymour, we can sit there and go ahead and work with that. I know but we both talked about, there's the fuel tank, about trying to get some more people who'd want to help and join us. Especially when we do our online LSPDFR, the more, it's always the more the merrier. When we have more people that are, on and want to play with us, it makes everything go by a lot quicker. Makes everything, everybody enjoys everything. That's the leaf spring. We'll get this shock absorber out. And then let's hop over to this side here. I wonder if we can throw a different rim on there. Because I don't like the look of those rims. Get that out, that out, that out. We'll pop this. And then it's that. The shock absorber here. And that's the leaf spring with the rubber bushings. And then it's these clamps, the U-bolts. And let's take care of this fuel pump. We got rid of that. And that is the entire engine. We took apart the entire vehicle here. Thing is, completely undone. It'll be, work. We'll get to it eventually here. But that is pretty much it. Our next episode will probably consist of working. I think I might actually do it from the back to the front, because the engine's going to be, the best part. Who knows, I may sit there. I do want to do all of this work on camera here. But we'll figure that out. Let me know in the comments, what color do you want the vehicle to be? As I said, everything for this, can't open that until we're inside of it, or until it's on the ground. Everything's gonna come out good. I got a good feeling about this vehicle build here. We already got, I was surprised it only took 20 minutes to pop everything off. Well, yeah, we're gonna get to work. We'll be rebuilding this entire thing from scratch here. And then we'll make it, because we're going to make it into a nice race car, a nice old school race car. So let me know. That's going to be it for today's episode. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and I will see you on our next episode.